Hey there, it's Coach Nancy with the Watering Mouth. I am here live. This is my second try, so hopefully I'm doing it right now. I've got the live chat up here so I can see who is joining me and you can comment. I would love to see if you're watching me and where you're from. Just put a little hello in the comments. This is a late idea. Late, I gave a late notice that I was going to go live today because I was in our Facebook group, Eat to Live, or sorry, the High Nutrient Lifestyle group, and I was there today, and somebody posted that they're reading Eat for Life. It's backwards, but Dr. Joel Fuhrman's latest book. And they said they were reading it for inspiration. They read a little bit every day. And I commented that I love to read from books throughout the day. I kind of dribble some reading and as I go throughout my day. And I also love to watch videos and listen to podcasts and just avail myself of information that is encouraging and inspirational. So that helps me on my plant-based lifestyle journey, my nutritarian journey. And I thought, well, I'm just going to pop on and read a little bit out of Eat for Life. So it brings some encouragement to some folks. So if you are watching, if you'd let me know by dropping in the comment that you are here, you can hear me and see me and all is well out there in YouTube land. This is the first time I have started this conversation. I've participated in ones that Cheri and Coach Karen have done, but this is the first time I've done it on YouTube. So give me a little love and encouragement, please. That would be awesome. And I've got a sweater behind my back that I need to move. Okay, so if anybody's here, hey, Amber from Michigan, where it's probably still cold. Michigan is a gorgeous, gorgeous state. We visited there last year. All right, my friend said she's got it, so I should see her popping in. So what I was saying is that I was inspired to come on here today and read a little bit from Eat for Life, Dr. Joel Fuhrman, because I find his books and other people's books very encouraging, very inspirational, and gives me a little boost throughout the day. It's kind of like a little nourishment, a little snack, if you will, for my brain. So I wanted to offer you a little brain snack here and encourage you on your Eat to Live journey, your eating more plants journey, wherever you are on that in that process of maybe moving from the standard diet, standard 21st century diet. I don't think we can call it a standard American because I think we've infiltrated the rest of the world. And hey there, Catherine, good to see you, or good to know you're here. I think if you're moving from the standard 21st century diet to a whole food plant-based diet, or even just adding more plants in your diet, whatever the spectrum is, that we can all use some encouragement and some inspiration. So I'm here to give you that today. And I'm going to just jump on into the book. Now, this is Eat for Life from Dr. Joel Fuhrman. Sorry, it's backwards, but this is his latest book, and he has said it's his last book. And we'll see if it is or not. Hey, Deb, so glad you're here. Thanks for popping on. And Deb's a friend of mine, and I said, come on and help me know that this is really working. So I'm just going to read a little bit from Eat for Life, and then we can talk about it. If you have any questions for me, this is a time that Coach Nancy is available to you for questions. I coach people who are transitioning. Usually it's people transitioning into the Eat to Live lifestyle. So I support them, I help them to make this transition. And what I say, my coaching is 25% food, 75% thought work. And it's the work that I do is fascinating and fun. And I'll pop in the chat where you can find more information about my coaching, and I would love to chat with anyone about how I can support you on your journey. I'm going to type this and then I'm going to get to reading. Um, so let's see. I have watched these lives many times, but never done one. So this is my learning curve and my edge right now. Hey, Patricia. You are so welcome for all I do for you. It's a labor of love. So the wateringmouth.com/coach with, Nancy is where you can find out more about, hopefully that link is right. You can find out more about what I do to support people in private one-on-one coaching. So, yay, Sarah. So glad you're here. It's my first time doing it live. So I'm glad you're here. I just, at the last minute, I mean, literally 30 minutes ago or so, decided, okay, I'm going to do this at noon. So here we go. So what I'm doing is inspiring you from Eat for Life. Sorry. The author, Dr. Joel Fuhrman, is, of course, the author of Eat to Live, The End of Dieting, The End of Diabetes, lots and lots of books that he has written. And I wanted to read a little bit just to inspire you wherever you are on your journey. He talks about transforming your food preferences. If you have this book, it is on page 200. If you don't have the book, highly recommend it. Great recipes, great stuff. I'm just now delving into it. I bought it when it first came out a couple months ago. And I was reading it to a friend of mine the other day, and I'm like, I really need to get into this book more. So this is called Transforming Your Food Preferences. Dr. Fuhrman says, when people come to my office overweight and with medical problems, I ask them, what kind of results do you want? What type of diet do you want me to design for you? Do you want me to devise a diet program so you can drop 15 pounds this month and 10 pounds the next and get rid of your diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and headaches and get off all drugs in the next few months? Or do you just want me to make some moderate improvements, drop 5 pounds, and still require medication? He's really laying it out here, isn't he? They routinely tell me that they want the most powerful program, the one that will get them completely well and off all medications. Then I instruct them that I will be making all the decisions about what they will be eating. I offer you the same advice. 1, don't think about what you think you should eat. 2, don't eat what you feel like eating or what you like to eat. Don't make any decisions about what to eat. The decisions you have been making based on what you think you should eat and what you like to eat have gotten you into this health difficulty. Now all those decisions need to be mine, Dr. Fuhrman says, and not yours. And you must eat what I want you to eat, even if you don't like it. I will offer plenty of good tasting food choices, and you can mostly eat abundantly, but you can't expect to like the flavors as much as those of your old diet, at the beginning, that is. I promise that if you follow my eating instructions for 6 months, your diabetes, high blood pressure, and excess weight will disappear. Your taste buds will have a chance to become more sensitized and healthier, and you will love eating the nutritarian way. But in the beginning, when you don't love it, you just have to do it. Now, that's Dr. Joel Fuhrman. That's not a promise that I'm making, or I'm not a medical doctor and can't give you medical advice. I'm just reading what Dr. Fuhrman says. And what he's talking about is transitioning from the standard 21st century diet to eating to live, to changing what you eat. So what do you think about what I just read? Does somebody want to tell me how that strikes you when he says, don't think about what you think you should eat. Don't eat what you feel like eating or what you like. And don't make any decisions about what to eat. Anybody have any thoughts about that? What does it sound like? Hey, Marla, I'm so glad you're here. You inspired me today. See, here I am. I was just reading from page 200 of the wonderful Eat for Life book. And the three things that Dr. Furman advises his new patients and when they're making this transition is to don't think about what you think you should eat. Don't eat what you feel like eating or what you like, and don't make any decisions about what to eat. He's saying, eat what I tell you to eat. It's very reminiscent of our Eat to Live 21-day challenges, right? When you purchase a challenge, and we run those challenges quarterly, and one is coming up very soon. You'll be hearing information about that, and it is. We have laid out everything for you. We give you grocery lists. We give you everything you need to eat to live. And I would give the same advice. Don't think about what you're going to eat. Don't think about what you like to eat, and just eat what we tell you to eat. Because that way you're giving the Eat to Live lifestyle a great run. You're trying it out. You're maybe for the first time, and it can be hard. It can be, and if anybody wants to drop in the comments about how hard it can be as you're transitioning and you're going all in for Eat to Live. But this is his advice, and I love it because it's it shows commitment. It shows I'm doing it. It shows I trust that the good doctor knows what he's talking about. All of his experience and his research, he knows what he's doing. So Marla says we have to learn to eat for our bodies, not just for our taste or based on our current emotional state. Not easy, but necessary to be successful. Very true. And I was saying earlier that's why in my private one-on-one coaching, that's what we look at. We look at 75% or more of what you're thinking, and 25% or so the actual food choices that you're making. Because once we get the thoughts right, once we're thinking, okay, the doctor knows what he's talking about, I'm going to follow this plan, and I'm not going to tease myself with a little bite of this here and a little taste of that there, and oh, I miss whatever. And you really start to think about it, and your thoughts create hunger for those foods again. Then is when it gets real sticky and you get in trouble. So it's cleaning up those thoughts, cleaning up the thinking, getting your thinking lined up with eating to live rather than living to eat. That can be the sticky part. But that's why a coach can come in and help you one-on-one coaching, being in groups that are very encouraging, like our high nutrient lifestyle group on Facebook. If you're not in that, I highly recommend it. Eat to Live High Nutrient Lifestyle Group, or the Eat to Live family, which is on another platform, and that will be open again later on after the next challenge, and you can join that for a monthly fee. You can get the camaraderie and the encouragement from other people who are on the same path as you. So anything you can do to be inspired. So that's why I'm here, to give you some inspiration and give you some encouragement. Marla put a post up in High Nutrient Lifestyle Group, and she talked about how reading a little bit from Eat for Life throughout the day is very helpful. And she just makes some time to do it. And I commented and said, yeah, I love to do little dribbles of reading throughout the day, or listening to a podcast, or watching a video, or talking with someone about eating to live, about what's on my mind, what's on my what I'm feeling, to help me with that thought, feeling, action triad that is our motivation. So any of those things are very helpful to encourage me and to inspire me, to keep me going. Eat to Live is Dr. Joel Fuhrman's kind of classic book that we base the lifestyle of eating that we talk about in our High Nutrient Lifestyle and the Watering Mouth. The End of Dieting, it's a little sad book, but I ripped the cover. But this is a well-loved book, and so these just sit right beside me at my desk. and Eat for Life has joined me there because it's a very good read. So if you missed it, I'm just going to read this little passage again. And Marla says, I listen to podcasts and videos while driving, cooking, or working too. Yeah, there's just nothing like, I mean, I can be like flat or dry or not inspired at all, not encouraged, and listen to something, and whoo, it just 5 minutes, 2 minutes can change. A good quote can change my thinking around. So that's the value of feeding your brain a good, nourishing snack. Um, Brain food is fabulous. So for keeping you on the healthy eating lifestyle. So this is page 200 from Eat for Life, Transforming Your Food Preferences. And Dr. Furman's talking about people who are coming into his practice and, what kind of results do you want? And they say, oh, we want all those results. We want get off medications. We want to get the weight gone. We want to, move forward fast. And he says three things. Don't think about what you think you should eat. Don't eat what you feel like eating or what you like. And don't make any decisions about what to eat. So basically, trust me that I've done the research. I've done this thousands of times. I know what I'm talking about. And I can help you if you don't let your own thinking and your own feelings get in the way. So that's huge advice. And that's what I tell clients. Do a 21-day challenge. Stick to Dr. Furman's 6-week protocol that he has in his Eat in his books. I'm not sure if that one, the 6-week, is in the Eat to Live or the End of Dieting, but it follows some of his protocol. He has a 10 and 20 that you can purchase from his website, which is lose 10 pounds in 20 days. And that was the inspiration for Cheri Alberts creating the 21-day Eat to Live challenges, because she liked things about that. She tweaked some things. We come up with our own recipes now. I come up with our recipes. I develop recipes and the menus for the challenges, and it's every challenge is different, but the premise is the same. Follow what we say to eat, and just see what happens. That was my experience. The first 21-day challenge that Cheri put out in January of 2019. I did it. 7 pounds gone. I ate so many greens and felt so wonderful. I had this buzz from all of the greens and all of the yummy, delicious food. And I'm like, I've been a vegetarian or a vegan for tons of years. I mean, 20 years almost at that point, but had not cleaned up my diet until that challenge. So it really was a great inspiration for me, put me on a trajectory that literally has changed my life, changed my career. Now I help other people to make this transition as a coach, and doing what I wish I had had someone help me do at the time that I transitioned. So Sarah says, I love his approach. It's just not easy to make the transition, but you just do it and put the trust in him. Your mind and taste buds come around and it feels good. Yes, very well said. That's why your challenges work so well, all lined out for you. Eating same meals for 3 days in a row cuts down on thinking, planning, cooking, and prep time. We do what's called a rolling prep, where we will do the preparation for the upcoming set of recipes as you go. So it's not 4 hours in the kitchen on a Sunday. It's spattered throughout the week. We've got grocery lists for you. We've got it all planned out. So that's what she's referring to. Catherine says, I've been nutritarian for 10 years and I agree with the concept. Clean out your environment and only have G-bombs, greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, seeds, nuts, types of foods around. As time goes on, you find the foods and meals you really like. Yeah. So thank you all for sharing, and stay inspired, stay motivated. Come back to the Watering Mouth channel, go back through old videos and get inspired. If you're feeling meh, you're feeling like the food's got you, Well, you just get a hold of yourself. You get a hold of your thoughts because your thoughts create your choices. Choices are thoughts. So when you think correctly, you'll make correct choices for you. Jillian says, I learned so much from the challenges. I use that model with my own recipes and often pick from your great recipes. Thanks. You are welcome. It's a pleasure. Cheri um, started off doing the challenges and then hired me, and I absolutely love them. This is just like my dream job because I have loved food all my life. I've been in food service. I was a home ec major back when it was a thing back in the day, and have loved catering, loved all sorts of ways to present food to help people eat yummy food. And now I'm like, okay, now that I've found Eat to Live and this is what I'm doing, I can't not do it because I love to eat this way and I love to share eating this way and help make it easy for you. Excellent information, tremendous help, more than you can imagine. Wonderful. Thanks, Patricia. So it is our pleasure to serve you, and as the Watering Mouth brand and High Nutrient Lifestyle group is fabulous. If you're not in that group, I hope you do come in to the Facebook group. So I just wanted to come on here and encourage you to stay inspired, stay encouraged. Come back to this video if you need to. Grab one of his books, just open it up, Dr. Furman's books, just open it up and read a little bit and get inspired to stay eating plants. Eat to live, and don't just live to eat, because there's so much more to life than um, staying in the kitchen and fixing food and focusing on food and having your life revolve around food. There's so much more to this big, beautiful life. So if I can support you, which I'd love to do, will you let me support you? Come to the Watering Mouth page and look for Coach with Nancy, and I'd be happy to get on the phone with you and chat about how I can support you, and we can partner together to get you going, to keep you going on this lifestyle. So without further chatting, I'm going to say toodaloo, and until next time, I'm Coach Nancy with the Watering Mouth, and bless you and keep on eating to live. Bye-bye.